Okay, so you can maybe make a sleeping line over there for your base. I'll tell you. Maybe you can make a sleeping oval. Okay, you can maybe make a curve or maybe some zigzag lines or maybe a rectangle shape. Anything is fine. Just to make sure that your base shape should be big because we need to add some shapes over here at the center on the right hand side and over here on the left hand side. Okay, so if you make your base shape small, you will end up making a small doodle art. Okay, I hope I am clear, everyone. Okay, so let's try to come up with our base shape. Okay, avoid doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right now. Try to make little bit changes according to you. Okay, maybe if I am making a curve over here, you can maybe make a sleeping oval or else a sleeping line. Anything is fine. Just remember that your base shape should be big. So everyone, let's start doing it. And you can do it in any direction. Okay, I'm doing it in the sleeping direction right now. You can do it in sleeping, standing, anything is fine, the one you are comfortable with. Okay, and once you are done with your base shape, we will start adding different shapes over there at the top. Okay, to come up with our shape collage, as I said before. Okay, so we will just be playing with our lines and curves over here. Fine, to come up with our own shapes. Let's do that. And it's not necessary, ठीक है कि आपके shape का कोई specific meaning होना चाहिए. You can make like any random shape according to you. That's completely fine. जिसका कोई meaning ना हो, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, let's start playing with our lines and our curves, and let's start coming up with our own shapes. You can also add basic shapes over here. आप circle बना सकते हो. You can maybe make a square or maybe a rectangle shape. Anything is fine. ठीक है? So let's do that. I'm just playing with my curves over here. I'll come down. Also remember one thing, that your shape should not be of same size. Okay, so just keep on changing the size of your shape. Okay, now I just have a little bit of space over here on the right hand side. What I'll do is I'll just make a small triangle over here. Okay, also what you can do over here is maybe you can make your shape upside down. You can make it little tilted towards left, right, and anything is fine. Okay, so I'll just make a slanting oval over here. So basically I'm making this oval a little tilted towards left. Okay, I hope everyone is able to do it. We are just doing the basic thing right now, that is our shape collage. Okay, so I'm just adding different shapes over here. Okay, and one more thing over here is you can definitely repeat your shapes over here. That's completely fine. And you can also leave little gap over there between your shapes. It's not necessary कि आपको हर एक shape overlap करना है. You can definitely leave little gap. That's completely fine. At the end, I'll be teaching you all how to fill this gap over there between our shapes. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. I am just making one more rectangle over here. Okay, one last rectangle shape over here. Yeah, let's make something over here at the center. Maybe let's make pyramid shape. I'm making a slanting line from here going up, coming down. And are you able to see this point of intersection? Again, from here, I'll be making a slanting line coming down and a sleeping line over here for my base. Okay, it's also important to balance your shape collage. Okay, so now I am done with the center part. After this, I will be adding few shapes over here on the right hand side. Okay, and maybe 2 to 3 shapes over there on the left hand side to balance my artwork. Okay, and everyone do it slowly. That's completely fine. I'll be waiting for everyone once I'm done with my shape collage. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. Sorry. I'll just make maybe a curve from you going up, coming down, and maybe a few curves over here at the bottom. Okay, again a curve from here going up, alphabet U, again a curve, alphabet U, and a curve coming down. The shape is looking a little incomplete, right? I'll add 2 triangles over here at the top. Okay, so after this, I am done with my shape collage. Once you all are done with your shape collage, please to give me a quick confirmation over there in the chat box so I get an idea and we will be moving to our next step. Okay, I'll be teaching you all how to come up with your own expression and trust me, it's gonna be fun. Niharika completed it. Okay, Vinodani also completed. Yes, Preeti, for sure, I'll wait. Don't worry. I will be waiting for everyone's confirmation. Done. Okay, there are many people who already completed it. And can I see like more people over here on video so I get an idea? Okay, many people completed it. Great. Okay, done. Fine. So we'll do one thing. We'll be moving to a next step now. I'll be taking my rough sheet. I'll be showing you all how to come up with that expression. You all can observe it first. Okay. So you can also call it as an emoji. People call it as an emoji as well. Expression, emoji, anything is fine. Okay, so what you can do is when you want to come up with your own expression, you can use like any random shape. Okay, so maybe let's start with a triangle. I'm just making a normal triangle over here for this left eye. I am making this upside down triangle over here for this right eye. And I'll do one thing. I'll just make a rectangle shape over here at the center for mouth. Okay, and I'll just shade it. So are you able to see it? I made this first expression over here just by using two different shapes, triangle over there for making eyes and rectangle shape over there for mouth. Similarly, even you guys can make like any two shapes and you can try to come up with your own expression. Okay, everyone, let's do that. Maybe heart shape and a square over here for mouth. Or else, what you can do is you can maybe just use one single shape and you can keep on changing the size of that shape. I'll show you. Let's select circles. Okay, circle, two medium size circle around it and one big circle over here at the center for mouth. So the shocking kind of a face. So I made this expression over here just by using one single shape and by changing the size of that shape. Okay. Not only this, guys, you can also make your expression just by using lines and curves. I'll show you how. You can just make like two sleeping lines over there for eyes and curves over there for mouth. Or else you can maybe do vice versa. Two small curves over there for eyes and a thick sleeping line over there for mouth. Okay, you can also use alphabets for coming up with your own expression. कोई भी random alphabet ले लो, that's completely fine. Maybe I'll take alphabet T over here for eyes. Okay, and one upside down alphabet U over here for this sad face. And as I made a sad face over here, I'll do one thing. I'll make this vertical lines little thick. So maybe a boy or a girl is crying. Okay. I can see Shreya smiling. Okay, that's great. And guys, not only this, you can also use numbers for coming up with your own expression. Any single digit number is fine. Okay. So can you type a single digit number over there in the chat box? The first number that I'll see, I'll be using it. 3. Okay. 3 and 2. Chalo. Okay. I'll use number 2 over here for eyes. Maybe number 3 over here for lips and a small heart shape next to it. Okay, so maybe that kissing kind of an expression. Okay, so I hope I am clear, everyone. Just keep on playing with your shapes, your lines, your curves, your alphabets, your number, and try coming up with your own expression. Try coming up with at least like one expression by yourself, everyone. Let's do that. ठीक है एक expression करते हैं on our rough sheet. I'll be waiting for everyone and even I'll be doing one more expression. Ananya is already done making one expression by herself, is it? Yes, Preeti, I can see it. Nice. It's looking cute. Great. You can try to come up maybe with one more expression. Even I'll be doing that. So yeah, let's do that. I am just making a rectangle shape over here for eyes, circles over here for eyeball, and maybe alphabet P over here for tongue. Okay, and what you can do is you can also add eyebrows and eyelashes over here for your character, for your expression. I just made 2 eyelashes over here. Okay, 1, 2 curves over here on the left hand side, 2 curves over here on the right hand side. This will help your expression look a little cute. Okay, so I hope I am clear, everyone. Yes, no, yes, no. Can I get a quick confirmation over there in the chat box? So after this, we will be moving to our next step. Yes, Ananya, I can see you showing a thumbs up, so that's completely fine. You don't need to type it. What about Preeti? What about others? I can just see like few people over here. What about others? Clear, clear, clear. Okay, that's great. So now let's do one thing. Let's actually add life over here to the shape collage. Let's add expressions over here inside that shape collage. Okay. So one most important thing over here is it's not like necessary to add like expression inside your each and every shape. Okay. What you can do is maybe you can write something inside it, or else you can make a pattern inside it. That's completely fine. But if you want your doodle art to look super cute, I would suggest you to add like expressions in 90% of your shape. Okay, and in rest 10%, maybe you can write something, or else you can add a pattern. Okay, so let's do that, everyone. 90% of my shapes, I am going to add my expression. Okay, so even you guys can do the same thing if you want. Okay, so now we will be using a gel pen or else a ball pen for adding expression inside it. The reason over here is because when you use your sketch pen, you'll end up getting those thick lines and thick curves, right? And we have small shapes over here. So those thick lines and thick curves won't look good. Fine. So make sure that you use your gel pen or else your ball pen for making expressions. Fine. Let's start now, everyone. I'll be starting maybe with 2 curves. I'll zoom in. I'll just make 2 circles over here. Okay, and maybe one standing oval circle over here at the center, and I'll shade it. Okay, so everyone, for shading, what you can do is you can use your sketch pen or else your brush pen so that you'll be able to shade it easily and you'll end up saving your time. Okay, now this expression is looking pretty simple, right? So what we can do is we can actually add blush over here. I'll show you how to do that. So you can just make like slanting lines over here on the right hand side and 3 slanting lines over there on the left hand side for blush. And also, if you are planning to make it colorful, you can definitely use a different color sketch pen, maybe pink color sketch pen, yellow, red color sketch pen, yellow, anything is fine. Okay, after this, let's move to our next shape. We have this big shape, right? So I'm just making 2 big circles. Okay, I'll make a sleeping line and alphabet U over here for mouth. Now let's convert those circles into cute eyes. Let's do that. So I'll just be making 1 curve on the left hand side, right hand side, left hand side, right hand side, and I will be shading the area over there at the center. You can shade the area over there at the center or else the area over there inside that curve. Anything is fine. Okay. And we made a big mouth over here, right? So I'll just make one upside down alphabet U over here for tongue. Now, what you can do is maybe you can shade this area inside that tongue or else you can shade the area above it. So I am just shading the area above it. Okay. And as we made cute eyes over here, what we can do is we can actually add blush, but in a different way. Let's do that. So I'll just make 2 sleeping oval over here for blush. Make sure that you make that blush over there on your cheeks, okay? So it should be basically between your eyes and that mouth. Clear. Let's move to our next one. And also everyone try to make a little bit changes according to you. For example, if I'm making a standing oval, instead of standing oval, आप rectangle shape add कर सकते हो. Maybe you can make a square shape, maybe a normal circle, anything is fine. Okay. Basically try to make a little bit changes according to you. Fine. I'll just make like 2 circles over here for eyes, one sleeping oval over here for mouth, and as we made tongue over here, I'll just make some vertical lines over here for teeth. Okay, and it's not necessary that you just need to use one single thing to come up with your own expression. What you can do is maybe you can definitely combine your number, your lines, your curves together, and you can try coming up with your own expression. You can definitely do that. Okay, so I'll be combining my number, lines, and curves together. Always remember to use a single digit number. I'm just using number 6 over here for this left eye. I'll be using slanting lines now, a slanting line coming down towards left, right, and curves over here at the center for mouth. Okay. After this, I have a very small triangle over here, right? So I'll do one thing. I'll be making a side face, okay? Sorry. So whenever you're making a side face, only one single eye is going to be visible, right? So I'll just make one standing oval over here for that eye and a triangle shape over here for beak. And now I'll do one thing. I'll just be shading the area over here at the center. So I hope I am clear. I hope everyone is able to follow it. Does anyone has any doubt? Preeti, Aishwarya, Ananya. And I hope you guys are enjoying because people normally used to smile when they come up with their own expression. I can just see like 3 of you over here. What about others? I hope you all are enjoying coming up with your own expression. Yeah. Okay. I can see some reactions over there in the chat box. That's great. That's great. Okay. So we'll just continue doing it. And also, guys, if you have any doubt, you can definitely drop it over there in the chat box. I'll be answering your questions. Okay, you don't need to worry about that. Any doubt regarding the shape doodle that we are doing right now? Okay. Yeah. Let's move to the slanting oval now. Are you able to see it? We have a big shape over here, right? So let's add something cool inside it. Okay. So let's make a guy over here wearing glass. I'll just make one big curve. Can you spot your screen? I hope everyone is able to see my screen. I am on spotlight. One more curve over here, a slanting line going up, coming down again, a curve over here, and I'll join it. I am on spotlight, so you all should be able to see my screen. Okay, and I'll do one thing. I'll be making a drop shape over here for mouth. And I'll just make a curve over here for tongue. Now I'll do one thing. I will be shading the area inside this tongue. Okay, and we made that big layer, right? And it's looking pretty simple. So what you all can do is, if you're planning to make it colorful, you can definitely use a different shade and you can color it completely. Okay, maybe using your red color, your orange color, anything is fine. Or else what you can do is you can make a pattern over there inside it and maybe we can shade the area somewhere over there at the center. Okay, so let's do that. I'll be making a pattern. अगर आपको shade करना है, you can also shade it completely. That's fine. Okay, so I'm just making some slanting lines over here. Okay, and I will do one thing. Either you can shade those slanting lines or else you can shade the area over here at the center. So I'm just shading the area over here at the center. Okay, so I hope you all are able to see it. I'm making my border first and then I'm shading the center part in one single direction. Make sure that you don't apply more pressure because what happens is when you are using your marker or else your sketch pen and you apply more pressure, that paper particles will start coming up. Okay, so do it gently, applying less pressure. Okay. Yeah, I am just doing it slowly and also make sure that you shade it in one single direction and there should not be any white space. Okay, yeah. After this, I am done shading it. So are you able to see it? It's looking completely different, right? Just by adding a simple pattern and by shading the area inside it. So that's how you just need to follow some tips and techniques to come up with your own doodle art. Basically, we don't have any rules and regulations, okay, over here. आपको सिर्फ थोड़े tips and techniques follow करने हैं, that's it. Fine. Okay, let's move to our next one. Also, one more thing over here is as I have a ghost, I won't be making something scary inside it, a scary kind of an expression, because I want to get that positive vibes over there from my artwork. Okay, so whenever you want to get that positive vibes, what you can do is you can try making everything like happy, maybe funny, or maybe cute. Avoid making maybe a sad face or maybe an angry face or scary kind of a thing. Okay, so I'll just be adding happy kind of a ghost over here. And yeah, let's see. I am just making to standing. Oh, well, you can also write normal number one over there. Let's do one thing. I'll make a ghost over here with one single teeth. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll be shading the area inside that teeth. If you want, you can shade the area around it as well. Like either the area inside their teeth or else the area around it. Anything is fine. Okay. Okay. Can you just type an alphabet over there in the chat box? Any random alphabet? Okay. I missed the first one. Okay. I can see B right now. I'll use B and I'll use my initial. I'll use B. Oh, I got one more thing in my mind. That is, I can use alphabet B for making that glare kind of a thing as well. So if you want to use B in such a way, you can definitely do that. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll be making a sleeping line, and actually as this character is giving me a devil kind of a feeling. So what I'll do is I'll be making the devil teeth. Okay, so I'll just be using my initial, that is alphabet V over here for teeth. I'm glad you liked the name. And I'll just be shading the area around it. Also, you all might be wondering, right? Okay, why am I shading the area almost inside each and every character, right? So what happens is when you're just making your doodle at black and white, you can try to shade it as much as you can to make your work look attractive. But if you're planning to make it colorful, it's not necessary to shade the area inside almost each and every shape. Okay, inside each and every character. Fine. Let's move to our next one. So I'll make this mustache thing. Okay, I really like this mustache. I'll show you. So it's a curve from you coming down, going up. I turn it again, a curve from you coming down, going up. Turn it, then I'll be making one curve going up, coming down, and you'll join it. Okay, and now I'll be shading the area over here at the center. So always make your border first and then shade the area inside it. Okay. Now, are you able to see it? I have a little bit of gap over there between this eyes and mustache, right? So I'll make a small nose over here at the center. So I'm just making a small curve over here for nose. Okay. And if you want, you can also make like eyebrows over here. So you can make two sleeping lines, maybe two curves over there for eyebrows. Anything is fine. Okay, everyone do it slowly. That's completely fine. I hope you all are able to follow it. Again, I'm telling if you have any doubt, do type it over there in the chat box. Okay, I'm just making one big a circle. Okay, let's make a pilot kind of a character. I am just writing alphabet U. And what I'll do is instead of using a shape over here for teeth, let's use curves. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. I'll make one big curve and maybe two small curves over here for teeth. And what you can do is either you can add a pattern or else you can shade it. Anything is fine. Okay, I just added some slanting lines inside it. Okay, and now when you like just look at this shape, I have a very small shape over there, right? So whenever you have a very small shape, what you can do is, as I said before, you can also add patterns, right? So you can definitely add a pattern over there inside that small shape, or else if you really want to add an expression, what you can do is you can add a very simple expression over there. So I'll do one thing. I'll be adding a very simple expression over here. So maybe I'll make two circles, okay, and maybe a sleeping line. And maybe two vertical lines over here. Fine. And make this hypnotized kind of eyes. So whenever you want to make that hypnotized kind of eyes, you need to make that spiral shape, or maybe you can call it as jalebi in layman's language. Okay, I'll make the sleeping line and upside down alphabet U over your for tongue. And I'll just keep it simple, okay? So I won't be shading the area inside it. Instead, I'll just add a vertical line over here at the center. Okay. I'll make a monster now. A monster over here with one single eye. So I'll be starting with this eyebrow. I'll be making one big circle over here at the center because I'm just going to make one single eye, right? So you need to make one big circle over there at the center, one more circle inside it for eyeball, and I'll shade it. Okay. Now I have more space over there at the bottom, right? So what I will do is I will be making a huge tongue from your coming down, going up, and I'll join it. Ma'am, how do we fill our complete that base over? Yeah, I'll tell you. Don't worry. After this, I'll be telling you all. Don't worry. Or Niharika, I'll be telling you. Yeah, I just shaded the area over there inside the tongue. Okay. So now Niharika has that question, right? So how to shade it? So what you can do is, guys, you can actually write something over there for your base shape. Okay. So maybe we don't have a specific theme over here, right? We just made some random shape and we added some expressions inside it. So what you can do is you can write like anything that comes in your mind. Maybe you can write Doodle art workshop, or else I just have some random characters over here, right? So I can write maybe best friends forever, or maybe best day of my life, or maybe you can write a quote over here. Anything is fine. Make sure that you don't add an expression inside it because it won't look good. Either you can write something over here for your base shape, or else what you can do is you can add a pattern over here. Okay, anything is fine. I will just be writing something. Okay, I'm just writing best day of my life, and I'll just make a small heart shape next to it. Also, one more thing over here is if you want, you can use different color sketch pens as well if you really want to highlight your alphabets. Okay. And once you all are done till here, do let me know. Ananya, Preeti, Aishwarya, Shreya, I hope you all are enjoying. Does anyone has any doubt? If yes, then please do let me know. What about others? Niharika, Dasha. Niharika, I hope I am clear. Yeah, Rupa, does anyone has any doubt? Dasha is able to follow it. Okay, that's great. So, guys, once you are done writing something over there inside your shape, or else maybe adding an expression inside it, what we will do is we will start tracing our shapes. Okay, just a second. I do have a question. So, those who have completed it, you can start tracing your shapes. Can you just show some example of patterns? Again, I'll be coming to that pattern part. So just give me a second. I'll be tracing my shape and then I'll be telling you the pattern thing. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just be tracing it. And also make sure that you use your sketch pen for tracing your shapes. The reason is we will end up getting thick outline. So when you make a thick outline, your each and every shape will be visible clearly. And we are making shape doodle today, right? So we definitely want our each and every shape to be visible clearly. Fine. So yeah. And also you can have the habit of like lifting your pen after each and every line and after each and every curve. So you'll end up getting a perfect shape. To be honest, you won't be able to see a huge difference while you are tracing this freehand shapes. But when you're making a pattern, okay, when you're doing maybe mandala art or when you're doing maybe Zentangle art, you will be able to see a huge difference because your patterns will start coming neat. Okay, when you have the habit of lifting your pen after each and every line and after each and every curve, you can definitely try it once. Okay, you'll be able to see that huge difference. Fine. And I hope everyone is done with the drawing part. I hope everyone is tracing it along with me. Can I get a quick confirmation? Yes, no, even a thumbs up. Anything is fine. Okay, I'll just be making some zigzag lines over your upside down alphabet. You curves over your, again a curve over here at the top, and I'll join it. Yeah, so after this, I am done tracing my shapes over here. Okay, now I actually want to highlight this best friend forever. Okay, so I'll just be making this vertical line and this horizontal line a little thick to add that 3D kind of an effect. Okay, this vertical line and this horizontal line a little thick. Again, this vertical line and this horizontal line a little thick. I'll be doing the same thing over here for my base shape as well. I'm just making this curve over here at the bottom a little thick. Ma'am, can I outline with any color or only black looks good? So Meghna, you can definitely use like any shade. That's completely fine. But if you're planning to color inside your shapes, like using your color pencil, then I would suggest you to trace it with your black sketch pen first, and uske baad you can color it. Okay, but if you're not really planning to color it, then you can use different shapes over here. You can use different shades over here for tracing. Blank area is still empty. What to fill? I'll tell you guys. Don't worry. We'll be going next slowly, step by step. You don't need to worry about that. I'll be covering everything. Okay, so I'll be telling you all how to fill this gap over there between your shapes. Don't worry, and I'll also be telling you all the pattern thing as well. Okay. Now we can do one more thing, that is we can convert this base shape into a banner. I'll tell you how. You just need to make a triangle shape on the left hand side over here on the right hand side. Okay. I'll just zoom out my screen a little. You can add curves over here. One slanting line coming down towards left, right, and you can join it. That's how you can convert your base shape into a banner. Now I'll be coming to the next part, like I'll be telling you all how to fill this gap over there between your shapes. Okay, so whenever you have that gap between your shapes, you can definitely fill that gap over there between your shapes by adding a pattern inside it. So we had one question, right? So how to make different patterns? Trust me, there are a number of patterns that you can make. For that, we have a complete session over there in the masterclass known as Zentangle Art, where I'll be teaching you all how to come up with your own patterns. Right now, I'll just show you an example, okay? So you all get a basic idea. What you can do is when you want to come up with your own patterns, either you can use lines, or else what you can do is you can select maybe any single shape and you can keep on changing the size of that shape. So I am just using lines over here for coming up with my pattern because I just want a very simple pattern over here. Okay, so I'm just using lines, and also make sure that you use your pen so that we end up getting thin lines over here. And it's completely fine if you don't get a perfect line because Doodle art is a freehand drawing. Just make sure that your line should not be incomplete. That's the most important thing. Okay, your artwork should look neat. And also, if you want to show that continuation kind of a thing, you can repeat the same pattern, or else if you want, you can definitely come up with a different pattern as well. That's fine. Okay, and after this, I do have a little bit of gap over there on the right hand side and over here on the left hand side. So I'll do one thing, I'll just shade it completely. Instead of adding a pattern, I'll shade it completely, because even if I made a pattern over there, it won't be visible clearly, right? We show some more patterns. I'll just show like one more pattern. Okay, and the detailed version, we'll be covering it over there in the masterclass. Okay, so maybe you can use some zigzag lines kind of a thing. So I'm just using lines over here. Okay, you can use shapes. Maybe let's take circle. So you can just keep on changing the size of that shape and you can come up with a pattern. So that's how you can just do it. You're most welcome. And also, when you just look at your doodle art, are you able to see it? We have some big shapes over here, right? And few of them are looking pretty simple. So what we can do is we can actually add pattern over there inside those shapes as well. Okay, so you won't be adding pattern inside each and every shape, just over here, there in few of them. So I just made some curves over here. Okay, I'm just making maybe sleeping lines over here in this pyramid kind of a shape. maybe some vertical lines over here, and maybe some circles. That's it. So I just added patterns over here and few of them, and maybe some slanting lines over here and done. Okay. So once you all are done till here, do let me know, because after this we will be moving to our last part. I'll be telling you all what do we exactly mean by an element and where to add elements. Preeti, do you have any doubt? Acha, you just type down. Ananya, what about others? Niharika, I hope I am clear. Akansha, Nehal. Okay, so I'll tell you all what do we exactly mean by an element. Trust me, there are a number of elements you can make. Okay, you can maybe make a hat over there for a character, maybe a cap, maybe you can make a tie, you can make bow, you can make like anything. I'll show you. So if you want to make something over there for a boy, you can definitely make a tie. Okay, you can shade it, you can add a pattern, so you can just make slanting lines over there. Okay, if you want to make something over there for a girl, you can make a hair clip. Okay, so I'll just make maybe flower over here, and I'll just make this triangle kind of a shape over there, and I converted it into a hair clip. Okay, not only this, guys, you can also make n number of hairstyles. Okay, I'll be covering again the detailed version over there in the masterclass. Right now, I'll show you like few of them so that you all get an idea. You can use curves over here for making hairstyles. You can use exact lines. Okay, you can shade it to make that spikes kind of a hair. Okay, not only this, you can also make hands over here. So when you want to make hands and legs over there for Doodle art, आपको वो detailed version में नहीं जाना है. What you can do is you can just make slanting lines and a circle over there for hand, or else a curve and a circle over there for hand. Okay, not only this, guys, you can also make maybe a speech bubble over here. So maybe one character talking to everyone, or maybe two characters talking to each other. Anything is fine. Okay, now I hope you all might be clear, right? What do we exactly mean by an element? You might be having one thing in your mind, right? Where to add elements? I'll tell you. So wherever you feel you have little gap over there around your shape, or else your shape is looking pretty simple, even after adding a pattern inside it, then you can go with the element thing. Okay, so I have space over here, over here. I'll make an element. I'm just making this hat over here for monster, and this monster is happy, so he's raising his hand. Okay, maybe I'll just make alphabet U over here because that shape was looking pretty simple, right? And as we made a side face, so I just used alphabet U over there for making that one single hand. Okay, maybe we can add a speech bubble. You can write anything inside it. Okay, maybe fun time, let's go, hey, anything is fine. I am hungry, anything is fine. I'll just write fun time over here. And are you able to see it? We have a little bit of gap over here on the left hand side and over here on the right hand side, right? So I'm just adding drop shape over here. And I'll shade it to make my doodle art look a little more attractive. Okay, and to balance my artwork, I'll also be adding two drop shapes over there on the other side. Okay, and I'll shade it. It's not necessary that हमेशा आपको ये drop shape add करना है. What you can do is maybe you can make triangles, you can make slanting lines, and you can shade it. Anything is fine. Okay, so after this, we are done with our shape doodle. Does anyone has any doubt? If yes, then do let me know. And this is just the very basic one that we did it today. Trust me, there are lots and lots of things that you can actually